All right, everybody, welcome back to the Market Junkie Finance channel. Today we're going to talk about the S&P, tariffs, Micron, MOMO, Microsoft, and a whole bunch of other names. We've seen some unusual options activity, some great trade setups, and we're just going to talk about those. But before we do that, we just want to remind you that this is not financial advice, and you should always do your own research. So let's talk about the S&P. Last night we got the tariff news, correct?
Yes.
Correct. Okay, so 200 billion coming in on September 24th. China's going to retaliate with around 60 billion on that same date. So that's something the market took into account. They're only going to do a 5 to 10% tariff compared to the 25%. So maybe that's the reason why the S&P, didn't tank. That's why it probably reversed, because it's not as bad as anticipated. And people do think that this tariff beef between Trump and China will get resolved in a quick manner. So yeah, that's the news on S&P. It's just chilling. You just want to do some quick TA on it?
Yeah. So from yesterday's video, we were aiming to buy the S&P at 2873, but didn't quite get there. We found we were only 5 points away. It bottomed out at about 2878. Excuse me. And from here, I'm looking for it to do a small sort of retracement back into like the 2890, 2895 level. And then from there, I wanted to continue to grind higher and break through the 2915 resistance, and then continue just to grind higher to 2940, 2950 levels.
Yeah, so let's go over some plays from yesterday. I want to quickly go over Norfolk Southern. We nailed that one yesterday. We said, if it ripped over 180.30, it would continue higher and target that 185. Well, I didn't think this move would happen all in one day. I mean, the stock went up nearly 4% today. Somebody came in and bought around 6,000 of the November 190 calls. I'm in the December 185s at $4, so they're trading around $8 right now. I'm planning on holding this because I think this breakout will continue. I'm going to target around the $195 to $200 level. One thing to note though is that earnings are coming up in October, so that's something that could, obviously derail this trade, but we'll see how it goes. I'll probably sell if it gets to around there. I'm not planning on holding it through earnings for now. But another one that we talked about, this Royal Caribbean, talking about it ripped over that 130.30, it would continue higher, and look at that, almost 132. So yeah, I did take profit on these calls. I had the 131s for the weeklies. I do think this stock will continue to 135. Royal Caribbean, CCL, and NCLH all continued higher. They have great momentum, and as we said, that Royal Caribbean does go ex-dividend soon, and the dividend does get paid off in October. And I'm going to talk about Microsoft lastly. Just bear with me. They did have their dividend today. They increased it by 9.5%. I guess I was hoping for more. So, obviously if it was more, you get a nicer pop, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. I do think the stock will continue higher. It's quite strong. I'm targeting around the $115 level. In the Octobers, we'll be holding those. So yeah, tech did quite well today. Obviously yesterday got destroyed, but it's holding in there. All right, and the last one that I want to talk about is MOMO. So the Chinese tariffs, or the announcement wasn't as bad as the market anticipated, and the China names rallied, all except Baba, of course, because Baba just loves going down every day. But I did say that MOMO could go up, 5% on any given day, and look what happened. Next day, it went up 5%. So I'm in the October 50s. I still think it'll challenge that $50 level. Probably, pull back a little once it tests that. But the only risk is this, obviously the China dispute on September 24th. So we'll see what happens around there. I'll probably trim some of my positions soon, though. And let's talk about the hottest stock in the market right now. TLRY, cannabis. IPO'd around $17, and then everybody found out about it, and it's ripping all the way to 150. It closed at 154, and after hours, after that Kramer interview, it is at $171. Around like 16 billion market cap. So my thing on this stock is I think it's run too quick, too fast before, they've really shown anything. They're all anticipating this Canada news that's coming out on October 17th, where they're going to approve the recreational use of marijuana. This chart kind of feels like Bitcoin to me, don't you feel like?
I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, I guess it does.
Okay.
Definitely does look like Bitcoin. I mean, if it does, then it'll probably have like one like rip higher and probably like base 150 resistance, and then like from 150 maybe like two, or actually wait,
200
like
maybe.
200. I'm sorry, 200, 250, maybe like even. What if it runs to like 1,000 and then like
No,
retraces
dude,
and then runs to 10,000 and then like goes to 20,000?
no, man, dude, this company has $28 million in sales, bigger than like 140, 150 of the S&P 500 companies.
Dude,
Like
that's crazy.
it's just insane.
It's just, I mean,
I
medical marijuana is spreading throughout the
Yeah,
whole
this
entire
is for
thing.
recreational and medical.
Yeah, so they're doing a lot of things to be set for the future. So I guess that's where that market cap comes in. But definitely, like if I was looking to buy long term, I would definitely not buy at this valuation.
Yeah.
That'd be stupid.
Yeah, I would rather have bought down here than up here. I'm not chasing it. I mean, I might try to short it, but the borrowing fees are crazy, and if you want to buy puts on it, it's just like good luck, man, because the premiums are through the roof. The way I'd play it, or the way I am playing it, is through Constellation Brands. Constellation Brands does have a stake in Canopy, so this is the way I'm playing it. It's like I feel like it's like a 10% stake. I'm not exactly sure the exact number, but it's around there. I did get in the calls for next week on this. The 215s around $2. It doesn't really move that much, but there's been some heavy buying. Stock looks like a decent risk reward over here, so that's my play on it. I'm definitely not chasing TLRY or any of the other cannabis plays. So yeah, that's my take on that TLRY. But I do think after this October 17th date, that the stock will probably pull back to maybe under $100, honestly. Because for all the type of stuff that they're trying to do, they're going to need money. So eventually, I don't know, near term, long term, whenever it is, I think they'll do a secondary offering. And, people will be stuck at the top, just like they were on Bitcoin.
Yep, very good point.
All right, so now let's talk about currencies. I'm going to flip it over to your screen. And you're ready to go.
Yeah, so at around 4:30 a.m. we have a GBP CPI coming in. Basically, I am bullish on GBP currency and would like it to go for more highs. This is GBP CHF. If it does, dip down to the 1.266 to 1.267 area, then I will have buy limits already set there, and I am targeting for this to break out and go to 28 500 here in the coming weeks. Maybe this week would be nice. But yeah, I am bullish on this on GBP, and we'll be looking to enter some longs. My stop loss is going to be my pivot point is going to be below these lows right here. As you see, we found this support a few times, many times here, and then we had one larger dip. So it's going to be below this recent swing low that we had, and my target is going to be up here at 1.285, and that makes my that's a good target, and that makes my risk reward 2.82. So this is a trade that I'll be taking, and I'll be holding. So momentum's on our side, on the bullish side, so I'll be targeting GBP CHF to make more highs and complete this fifth wave higher.
Sounds good. Any other currencies you want to go over? Maybe USDJPY?
Yeah, so yesterday we did go over USDJPY, and
Yeah, we did.
today USDJPY has been killing it. I mean, however we predicted it, it happened. We were expecting a breakout of the
Bro, you're doing witchcraft. I know it, man.
Yeah, and you
You
know
got
it.
something. You got something going on, man. Come clean
know,
now.
right?
Come clean now.
I'm calling too much of this shit. It's I don't know, dude. I guess I've just been blessed by a witch at a young age. But we were looking for this UJ to break the 1.1216 level, and yesterday we got this move, and it was a decently sized move of about 50 pips, 40, 50 pips, and I am looking for UJ to continue to grind higher, and day to day. So as the market goes higher, maybe a little retracement, maybe a little stutter step, and then continuation higher on UJ. So
Sweet.
easy plays.
So yeah, the market's kind of chill this week, I guess, up until next week. We're gonna have, probably quite a fun week. This week's just like, got Micron earnings coming up. Other than that,
And while we're at it, we might as well talk about Bitcoin.
Are you really gonna talk about it?
So Bitcoin, just a quick update. It's still holding that 6,000 level support, and
like watching paint dry.
I mean, I guess every time we come down to 6,000, you got to buy, right? Maybe not this time, but we'll see. We'll
One
see.
day it'll
It is
crack.
ranging right now, so as soon as it breaks out of this range, it'll either go whoop-de-doop, scoop.
Yo,
or
talk
it'll
about
go
Ethereum.
poopity-whoop, whoop.
Talk about Ethereum. What you were telling me.
Yeah, Ethereum. Let me pull up a chart for Ether.
Yeah, so I did short it Ether at 220 or so.
Yeah, so I believe that Ether will. I mean, let me full screen real quick.
Sure.
So in this current range that we had, previously, we did have some sort of crazy action out of there, and I do like the volume that we did get, when we did dip lower, and I do think that this is poised to go higher. I mean, I would like to see it at 227, and then I would like to see it break out strong, and then to do a little consolidation and then continue higher. But I mean, I'd love to be bullish, but it's just been so bearish where it can just it could just be retesting this breakout from up here. As you see that 86 Fibonacci level held, and and then I do think that if this holds, then and if we come back down and make more lows, we will be going for all the way back down back to 172. So
perfect.
Yeah, that's what I have on Ethereum.
So with that being said, we hope you enjoyed this video. We didn't really have as much to talk about today, but make sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Anything else you want to add?
Nope, that's about it. Thank you for watching, everyone.
Thank you.